Welcome back, everybody. Today I've got a kind of a cool horse. He's a nice show jumper. He was off for a year with an injury. The owners were great enough to send him up here to Ocala, put him out in a field, probably like a 25-acre field for a year to heal. He just got the go-ahead. It was great because he got to be out. He wasn't in a stall. He got to be moving. And the vet came out and did the ultrasound and said everything looks amazing, and was super happy that he was out because he sees a lot more success in horses that get to be out moving. I know that some people aren't in a place where they can do that, but it's nice when you can. So we're going to follow his journey, and this video today is going to be kind of like how I start bringing back horses from an injury or that if I'd had time off. First thing I'm going to look at is I'm going to go through kind of his body. He's a cool dude. So I'm just going to go through how does he handle me, just like how relaxed is he in the neck. You can see how he kind of wants to play with me, which is fine. Right now I just want to see where that freedom is in the neck, how the neck feels. Because if I don't have access to the neck and the pole and the brain, then I'm not going to have access to the rest of the body. That's my philosophy, at least. I need to get those feet moving, but I want to make sure I can start here and make sure I have access to this and teach him how to give me access with teach him how to give me access without forcing it on him. I want him to want to do it through teaching. So he's pretty soft, left and right. I don't feel anything major other than he wants to play with me a little bit. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start asking him to move a little bit and just kind of see how his body feels, how he reacts to a flag. You know, I've worked with him for a few minutes, nothing major, but just how is he going to react with the flag if I'm just waving it. So I'm not asking him to go anywhere, just waving the flag, head goes up. What I'm looking for is him to settle down like he's doing now. The head came back down, we're licking and chewing, so that's exactly what I'm looking for. So now I want to see if I can move him off that shoulder. So move him off his left shoulder, bring in energy. Bring in energy, good, he moves off that left shoulder. Ask him to walk around for a second. And I'm looking for regulation of his gait. So I'm looking for how relaxed he is through his body, how relaxed he is through his back. And I'm looking for, like I didn't ask him to go on the trot, but I'm looking to see how balanced he is as well. So if he wants to kind of pop his shoulder there, faces me, so I'm going to ask him to go up this way. So kind of sticky in the shoulder, and then boom, big energy off this side. So his right side is his harder side. So you can see as he's going around here, he's really pulley, he's really not balanced. The head comes up, feels like he needs to run on the forehand, and then he kind of down regulates really fast, comes back to here. So what this is kind of just in the, 2 minutes, 3 minutes we've been doing this video, I can see right off the bat that his right side is his harder side. So he doesn't have a whole lot of balance. He gets a little pulley when he feels like he's got to move and go forward. So being a jumper, we want him to have the elasticity of being able to go forward and backwards, not wanting to do a move of throwing the head up, but wanting him to want to bring that head back down or stay neutral. So see how he's pulling to the outside? He's really pulling me to the outside, especially on this right side. So if I have a horse that has an injury, the one thing, and it doesn't matter if they have an injury, recovering injury or not, I want to do preventative maintenance. So to me, this video is not just for people who are watching that might have a horse that's coming off of an injury and recovering and they can go back to full work, but is to go, how do they move their body in order to keep from injuring themselves? So if he's going to be running around and he's going to be off balance, he's going to be putting strain on the collateral ligaments, he's going to be putting strain on the suspensors, and see, every time he dips that head, see what he does? He's got a tendency to go this way to really root that head off to the left, which is dropping that shoulder then. So I want to make sure that we're balanced and biomechanically correct on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slow it down a little bit for him. And see how he just wants to pull against me. So I'm just going to put my focus right on that rib cage and go, hey, can you just walk around that flag and get really soft here. Get really soft. So you're not pulling on me at all, so you're carrying yourself, because right now he's not in self-carriage. When I talk about self-carriage, what I mean about that is, watch, if I release him off this line, watch what happens. He's out the door. So he's not in tune with me, and he's not in self-carriage with what I'm asking him to do. So it's a lot about just teaching him how to use his body, how to use his front end, his hind end, and each foot individually, and how to separate that, deconstruct it so we can reconstruct it. Now I'm going to ask him to go off the other way because he wants to really blow that shoulder. See him blowing that shoulder? I'm going to ask him to move that shoulder back over, walk forward, and see how he kind of went in a little choppy step there? So I want him to be so confident in his body that he doesn't have to have these spikes of energy, you know, and that's going to be by just me educating him a different way than he was taught when he was young. So I look at this as almost a restart, because I want him to be successful at jumping, and I don't want to get on him here in a few days and have him want to be pulling that head. So I might move that hind end, say, hey, instead of you pulling the head, what if I just move the hind end over? And see how that was really hard for him? I mean, he's putting 10, 15 pounds of pressure in me right now. Ugh. Good, so he released, I'll release. So we're gonna keep on this. I wanted you to know though, and this video is we're gonna have more videos on this, and if you like this, hit subscribe, and please hit the like button. We try really hard to make good videos for everybody so they can be educated and not have to pay for them. But like what you're seeing here, today's video is just about what we start to look for when we bring a horse back and restart them off of either time off or an injury. So I hope that you enjoy this. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Put a comment or like below, and wait for more videos. Thanks. Take care.